I've got Andy here with me now.
Hiya.
Good to meet you. I've seen your face quite a lot. How are you enjoying the Euros so far?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's glorious here out on the fan zone, and it's absolutely ram-packed with England fans today. Really looking forward to the game.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about an unchanged lineup going into the game tonight. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think that's fair dues. We've only played one match. We've got quality players. A lot's been said about Phil Foden. He had an off day, but the lad is brilliant. You know, you don't win Footballer of the Year for no reason, and I think he's dead right to stick with it, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more understanding playing together going forward. And if not, then we ring in the changes.
And what was your opinion on Trent Alexander-Arnold after the last game? Would you have him in midfield? Do you think that's where he should be playing?
Thought he played well. I'm a massive Kobbie Mainoo fan, and I would love to have Kobbie playing in the team. So, give Trent his chance again. If he doesn't rise to it, then bring young Kobbie in.
Yeah. And a lot of talk about Gareth Southgate. A lot of people feel that he was quite bold with the squad selection and things like that. Are you Southgate in or Southgate out?
But look, let's get behind him. He's probably our most successful manager we've had. Win ratio, I'm not sure if I'm correct on that, but he must be he's high up there. A lot has also been said about the lack of change when it looked like we needed it in the second half, and you have to question that. I think that I would have liked to seen Southgate try and change it up a little bit. Also disappointed that Jack Grealish didn't make it. I thought Jack coming on in the second half would have really added something to our game. But you can't be slating a manager off who's just won his first match in an international tournament. We really need to get behind him.
And from the games that you've seen, who looks like the biggest threat for England?
Germany. Germany played really well. They do this thing tournament after tournament in which they come into a tournament not having played very well, having some awful results against them, but they raise it, and with the crowd behind them they've looked really, really good.
And you're confident that England can get the job done in this tournament, or are you a bit sceptical?
I've got my fingers crossed. I think that we stand a very, very good chance. Of course, there's a lot of other very, very good teams in it.
Yeah. Now, you go to a lot of football games. What has been your favourite game this season, would you say?
It's got to be the FA Cup final. United played so well that day. I'm a big Manchester United fan, and to do it to City was sweet.
What did you make of Erik ten Hag remaining at the club? Were you in or out with him?
Absolutely the right decision. I think he's made quite a few bad choices, but I think you live and learn. He's only been there for 2 years. I don't like the fact that United have now become a club that changes their manager on a regular basis. I think you need to let somebody entrench themselves, and then hopefully he can take us forward.
Would you, with the whole Erik ten Hag situation, you say that he made some bad decisions. Would you say Anthony could be one of those?
He didn't play very well, did he? And you may question the signing, but more so continuing to play Anthony when he was obviously not on form. That was a big mistake for me. I think you have to hold your hands up and say, okay, I've bought this guy, but he's not doing what he should be doing at the moment.
And when you look at transfers, how big of a summer is it for Manchester United?
It could be huge. I really don't know, how much we're going to spend, how much we're going to dip in. But at the beginning of next season is going to be very, very interesting for us.
What are your expectations going into it? Because I'm a Manchester United fan as well, and it's so hard to call where you think they're actually going to end up. Like, is top four what's needed? Do they need another trophy?
Look, we played some amazing matches last season, and we played some truly awful matches last season, and we need to iron out those awful matches. What's my expectations for next season? I would be very pleased with the Champions League. That would be progress from what we've done. We'd be going in the right direction, and I would like to see a team formation that we understand, the direction that we're going.